All right, so when it comes down to shooting as well with your weapon, of course, at all times, you should always ensure that the chamber is clear, okay? Let's talk about how to hold your weapon, okay? This is called the beaver tail or the tang. You want your dominant hand that you're firing with to be up on that as high as you possibly can. This will help with your control. Me personally, for me, because of my small hands, I do have to adjust every time that I fire. So that just means that I'm not squeezing hard enough. So I need to squeeze it more. So you're going to just squeeze the weapon as much as you can, not to the point of where the gun is vibrating and shaking. Okay, you do not want the gun to vibrate and shake. All right, but you do want it held tight enough that it won't just jump out at you. Okay, I recommend that as you buy your weapon, you find one that fits your hand to the point where your 3 knuckles on your dominant firing hand are sitting underneath the trigger well. All right, this will help know that you have a weapon that is good for your hands so that you can control it a little bit easier. Okay, then from there, on the other side, with your non-dominant hand, this is now your support hand. What you're going to do is you're going to take at least these 2 fingers and you're going to fit them inside the groove of the other hand. And you're just going to wrap and you're going to squeeze. You're going to take your thumb, place it on the other side, and then take your firing thumb and just rest it on top. Now, your weapon typically has grooves like these, so when you see these, that's not for your thumb, that is for your non-dominant hand. That's where it sits, and then your thumb sits on top of that, okay? So remember, when you're not firing, you keep your finger off that trigger at all times, all right? Then, when you are good, ready to go, you're just gonna have a nice tight squeeze on that, pointing it downrange and ensuring that your front sight lines up with your rear sight, okay? When you're ready to fire, you are then going to take your trigger finger and you're gonna place it inside the trigger well, and you're gonna squeeze the trigger until it goes off, just as such. Now, if you notice that your rounds are firing or landing to the bottom left, it's because you don't have enough of your pad, of the finger pad on the trigger. So if you need to, push your finger through a little bit more and grip it. And if you see that your stuff is starting to hit high and right, then you need to adjust your finger and you need to pull it a little bit more on the trigger as such. Okay, this is how you grip your weapon and how you place your finger on the trigger.